In our last video, I shared with you what we call our vision. In fact, I gave you this phrase: as we faithfully wait for Jesus' return, we fervently anticipate God using our Gateway family to train and then send out laborers into a kingdom harvest, both locally and globally. We have spent a good bit of time thinking through and praying through what drives that vision, what's behind that vision. And I want to take just a moment and give you some questions that we have asked and then answered that brings clarity to that vision. And the first question is, what are we doing? And the answer is our mission, and that is to connect people to Jesus. Everything we do at Gateway Church, everything we need to do, needs to help us connect people to Jesus. That's our mission. That's what we're focused on. Now, in order to do that well, we have to ask the question, why are we doing it? And that's what we call our values. And I would love to spend some more time talking through the details of these, but there's so much here. I'm just going to list them for you, and I think you'll understand most of them, but I'd love the opportunity to walk through some of them with you if you have any questions. But this is what we care about at Gateway. We care about genuine hospitality. We want to be a welcoming place, and I believe we are. We care about biblical truth, which frankly isn't very popular in our culture today, but when you come to Gateway, you're gonna hear God's word proclaimed, and we believe that God's word is authoritative. We believe in transformed lives. Following Jesus isn't a stagnant thing. We don't just stay in one place. No, we need to grow and develop the character of Christ. Authentic relationships, where we go deep in our relationships with one another. Invested partners. We don't want people to just be spectators, but to be partners in what we're doing. Intentional multiplication. This is where we're seeing, as lives are changed, they're impacting other lives, and we're seeing multiplication happen, even leading to new churches and ministries around the world. And the last one is to have courageous faith. We really just want to see God do some powerful things. And we want to have that faith that He can do some things beyond what we can even imagine. That's why we do what we do. That's our values. But we also have what we call our strategy. And I'm only going to briefly mention this here because in my next video, we're going to unpack this a little bit more. But we have to ask the question, how are we going to connect people to Jesus? How are we going to know that we're connecting people to Jesus? And there's 4 areas. Know God, live in community, make disciples, and change the world. I'm going to unpack those in the next video, so I'll stop there. Lastly, I want to share with you our measures. When will we know that we're actually succeeding at our mission? When are we going to know that we're successful? There's where there is fruit. And we've identified 7 characteristics or 7 traits of a disciple that we're focused in on, that we want to help people move from here to here to here. And you'll see more of these in a brochure that we put together that describes our discipleship process called Connecting People to Jesus for His Mission. But these are the 7 areas: experiencing God, growing spiritually, thinking biblically, discovering design, sharing your story, living in community, and developing generosity. Now, again, there's a lot here. I totally understand that. But I look forward to unpacking some more of this in some other conversations that we can have moving forward.